although it would be Navy, not Army. Big difference. On behalf of the college, I'd like to welcome everybody here to New England Tech, to our facility. We hope that you enjoy your time here, and don't be shy about taking a look around, and don't be afraid of the fish. They may be kind of large, but they're quite friendly. As was mentioned earlier, could all start with a phone call. All right, you know, we've heard of the grandparents, you know, hello, Grandma, is that you? Billy? Yeah, it's Billy. You know, no, don't fall for that. Okay? But some other things could happen to you. A friend of mine fell victim to this a couple days ago. Hello? This is Windows calling. We are calling to tell you that your computer has been releasing viruses on the internet. We need your help to stop this. Kid you not. Happens a lot. Okay. Whoop. Let's beat up the podium. They will frequently sound like they're from a foreign country. They're going to say that there's some kind of problem with your computer. We need your help to fix it. Blah, blah, blah. Eventually what's going to happen is they're going to want you to click on a couple of things and tell them what you see. Oh my gosh, that's not working. We need more help. Can you give us remote control of your computer? Game over. They win. Or, this is going to take a little bit more time than we thought. We're going to have to charge you for additional time. And they're going to want your credit card number. It happens. We've already heard about the grandparent scam. It happens. But believe it or not, a lot of times with the grandparent scam, they don't really have to guess at a relative's name. They might already have a name. It could be that you get a phone call from, say, somebody claiming to be a funeral home, maybe one of your relatives has recently passed on, or from the IRS saying that the person who is recently deceased or somebody in your family owes money. And as a legal heir, you're responsible for those debts. And if you don't give a credit card number right away and settle these debts, we are going to sue you, or we're going to have the state police. You don't want Detective Pettit showing up at your front door if it's bad news, you know, or he's got to arrest you. No. They're going to throw that fear factor into you. We're going to have you arrested. We're going to take away, you know, whatever it is that they think pressure you into doing. And a lot of this happens because of Facebook and other social media sites. We put a lot of stuff on Facebook. We want to keep in touch with our grandkids. We want to keep in touch with our relatives. There's an awful lot of information on those social media websites that, realistically speaking, when we think about it, it might make us go, and do we really want people to know? It was already mentioned about GPS coordinates in pictures. Do we really, really, really want the pedophiles knowing where our grandkids live? Do we really, really want the people who are interested in abusing seniors to know where we live? Relatives. Names of our relatives. How many people have filled out some websites where, you know, they want to store some information in case you forget your password? And you get the nice questions like, what was your mother's maiden name? What was your favorite dog? What was your first job? Okay? Things of that nature. All that stuff's on Facebook. They can find that information out. Financial issues. If you have a lot of money, whoa, wait a minute. I see this person's taking vacations a lot. They just bought a new car. They just gave a large endowment to their church. Email addresses. Somebody in your family has passed on, maybe your spouse. You're feeling lonely. You want to hit that dating scene. There's an awful lot of information on Facebook that you want to be really, really careful about what it is that you reveal. Online dating sites. See a lot of this from on the internet, where you're going to get contacted due to something that you've put on there that would make it seem like you're interested in meeting up somebody, and you get the phone call or you get the email from somebody that's, oh, we'll take care of you in your old age. They're going to love you, and you're going to have the best time in your golden years. But it could be a significantly younger person. Eventually, they will start asking you for money. It's going to start off small, like Tammy mentioned earlier, with credit cards, where it's going to be a couple of dollars here or there. but it starts getting larger and larger and larger. Or maybe it might even be, we might need some money to take care of mom's health issues, or a car broke down, or something of that nature. Or then maybe they just want access to your bank accounts. As you get older, they might need to be able to take care of you by managing your finances for you. Don't fall for that. Supplemental income opportunities, we've already mentioned those. Stuffing envelopes, clicking on ads, secret shoppers, dating entries. At best, it's a waste of time. We don't want to fall for that either. Online Canadian pharmacies. We want to save money on our prescriptions. No. No. It may actually hurt you more than just your wallet, too. Celebrity endorsed loans, payday loans, cash annuities, reverse mortgages from other than a reputable bank. Government assistance. We will help you clear up your IRS debt. No. Credit card debt. We will wipe out your credit card debt. You know that you can get out of all your credit card debt by filling out a couple of forms and giving them your social security number and paying a very small processing fee. Don't fall for that. You want to go visit somebody and you want to go see the places that you never had the time to go see, like Japan, England, wherever it is that you want to go. We will get you your passport faster than the government can get it to you. Not going to happen. Need a copy of your birth certificate? Not going to happen. Internet auction sites. Did you know that you can get an iPad for your daughter for her birthday for less than $40 with WeBid? No, not going to happen. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Emails. Watch out for emails that ask you to click on something or download something. Detective Pettit mentioned EXEs. PDFs can contain viruses. Those nice slideshows that you get, PPS files, Microsoft PowerPoints with the nice slideshows and the music and the nice nature scenes and all that fun stuff, those can contain viruses. Zip files, compressed files, etc. We don't want to have any of that stuff happen to you. My personal favorite one, though, is White Wedding Chapel. You have been invited to a wedding, and here's your wedding invitation, and it's a nice, neat little email, looks really, really good, until you click on it, and then they've downloaded, like Detective Pettit said, a malicious software package onto your computer. They own your contact book, and they might have actually zipped up all your personal photos and what they call ransomware, and then they're going to charge you money to unlock the files that, well, those were my files. Well, we want your money. So wedding invitations, e-cards. Anybody get those nice emails where you get, you got an online greeting card or whatnot? If somebody's going to invite me to a wedding, or if somebody's going to send me an e-card, they ought to have the courtesy to let me know through the regular mail with a nice formal invitation that they would want me to go to their wedding. Or if they're going to send me an e-card, it ought to be right about the time of my birthday before I'm going to think about opening that thing. So, some helpful hints. Don't use the same password on sensitive and non-sensitive sites. Your Facebook user ID and password should be completely different from your checking account and your online banking. I know it gets kind of hard to remember all these user IDs and passwords. You never want to write them down. You got somebody visiting your house or whatnot, it's going to take them just a few seconds to go looking through your files and find your passwords and your email addresses and whatnot written down. What you want to do is you want to think of a nice phrase that you can remember. Something like what I have up here on the slides. Katharine Hepburn was from Connecticut and appeared with Spencer Tracy in Guess Who's Coming for Dinner. And then start abbreviating. You may have to use a mixture of uppercase and lowercase letters and numbers. You may have to substitute some letters from numbers, throw in a special symbol or whatnot. But if you can remember that phrase, you will never have to write down that complicated password. And you'll be doing yourself a whole lot of
Can you
good.
remember that phrase?
Pick something that you would remember, not something I would remember. It's really, really, really easy to send scam emails. The internet really doesn't care. The only thing that its job is to do is to get information from point A to point B. So I'm going to show you a couple of things on how to look at emails and a couple of different ways to view things and see whether or not this might possibly be a scam. First of all, opt-outs. I'm sure you get a lot of spam email already. Those little links down at the bottom of that email that say if you want to unsubscribe, click here. Don't do that. The only thing you're doing is confirming that you have a real email address. And the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to start getting more of this stuff. Here's a good one. This is what I call the hover technique. You can't really see it in this slide, but all I did was let my mouse pointer sit over the links. And eventually, in most email readers, you're going to get a little yellow tooltip that's going to pop up. Now this email is talking about hydration packs, and you probably can't see it, but the link is going to something that's 3dspanish.org. Now what is 3D Spanish, and what in the world does it have to do with hydration packs? And Detective Pettit talked about all the funky looking characters at the end. There's a really good example of the weird stuff that you might see in a link that's going to allow somebody to download something nasty onto your computer. This one you can't really see all that well, but I am going to put this online. I'll make it available to St. Elizabeth so that you can look at this later. Here I have an email that was really easy for me to spot that says I need to do something with my Citizens Bank account. I don't bank at Citizens Bank, so it was really easy for me to spot this one. But here we have a sign in to e-banking, and when I did the hover technique on it, I've got oaklandyellowjackets.info, not citizensbank.com. And most email programs will allow you to see the hidden information that comprises the major body of the email, the stuff that lets the email reader know this is how to show this email. It's called headers. You tell your email program to show you the headers or show you the raw source, and then you get all this stuff right here. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the technical aspects of it, but if you look right here, this is what Detective Pettit was talking about. The server that it came from is syndatico.stcde.pt, PT being the abbreviation for Portugal. I don't think Citizens Bank is based in Portugal. A couple of other things that you should be aware of. Well, the internet isn't for sissies, and neither is old age. Being brave enough to do things like picking up a USB stick that you find laying around and putting into your computer, not really a brilliant idea. Dealing with modern technology such as electronic thermostats that are Wi-Fi connected, maybe not so good to have on your home network. Taking your cell phone and turning it on, or taking your laptop and turning it on, or your iPad when you're at 30,000 feet, and they say, ooh, you can now use your electrical and electronic devices. Sometimes not a good idea either. The internet can sometimes be a weird and scary place, but all you have to do is ask, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks a lot, folks.